Apophatic theology, often called negative theology, offers a unique approach to understanding God. It acknowledges the limitations of human language in grasping the divine essence. Instead of defining God with positive attributes, apophatic theology focuses on what God is not. This approach emphasizes the utter transcendence of God, a being beyond human comprehension. Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite, a 6th century Christian mystic, is a key figure in this tradition. Pseudo-Dionysius drew heavily from Neoplatonism. This philosophical system, rooted in the teachings of Plato, profoundly influenced his theological framework. Neoplatonism posits a single, ultimate source of all reality, the One. From this One emanates a hierarchy of being, each level less perfect than its source. Pseudo-Dionysius adapted this concept to articulate the Christian understanding of God. He saw God as the ultimate source, infinitely surpassing any qualities we could ascribe. Our words, limited by our finite experience, cannot capture the boundless nature of the divine. Therefore, to speak of God authentically, we must use negation. We must acknowledge what God is not, rather than claiming to grasp what God is. The via negativa, or negative way, is central to apophatic theology. It involves approaching God by negating any finite qualities we might attribute to him. We tend to project human qualities onto God, thinking of him as powerful, wise, or loving. While these attributes might offer a glimpse into God's nature, they fall short. Apophatic theology argues that such positive statements limit God. They confine the infinite to the realm of our finite understanding. Instead of saying God is good, the via negativa encourages us to contemplate the statement, God is not limited by our concept of goodness. This approach, while seemingly abstract, leads to a deeper reverence for the divine mystery. The culmination of the via negativa is the mystical state of divine darkness. This darkness is not a void of nothingness. Rather, it represents the blinding light of God's presence, an experience that transcends our capacity for comprehension. Imagine staring directly into the sun. The sheer intensity blinds you. Similarly, in the divine darkness, our usual ways of knowing become useless. We enter a realm beyond language, beyond concepts, beyond images. This is not a descent into oblivion, but an ascent into the heart of the divine mystery. Here, in this darkness, we encounter God not through knowledge, but through pure, unmediated experience. Apophatic theology is not merely a philosophical exercise, it is a transformative spiritual path. It demands humility, urging us to recognize the limits of our understanding. This approach fosters a deep sense of awe and reverence for the divine. The influence of Pseudo-Dionysius and his apophatic theology resonated throughout Christian history. Christian mystics like Meister Eckhart and John of the Cross embraced its principles. They sought union with God through the darkness of unknowing. Even today, apophatic theology speaks to contemporary seekers. In a world often obsessed with certainty and definition, it reminds us of the mystery at the heart of existence. It calls us to approach the divine with humility, openness, and a willingness to embrace the unknown.